I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. Guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Gotta build up of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into this place. You wanna love me? Well then baby I have a taste. All the highs and the lows, no, you'll never be the same. I don't really wanna hurt you, but I can't control the pain. If you're sticking by my side, maybe we could be okay. Okay, maybe you could be the change I need today. I promise that I've never felt this way. I really hope that you will choose to stay through all the pain.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. Guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away, as you fade away.
My mind overwhelms. I think that I'm broken, but I hope you can't help. I know I'm not perfect, but some days I feel more worthless. Baby, you make me feel nervous. If I still have you, I have purpose. It's all worth it.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. I guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away, as you fade away. And tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. Guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, maybe you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed. Think you're something out of my nightmares, seen it right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me?
Silhouettes of you are like a taunt. Never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm. I can feel the sweat inside my palms. Play with me like cats and a string. You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't ever wanna give me wings. You don't ever wanna set me free. You know I'm addicted to you, and it's twisted. You've been gifted with the evil voodoo. Got me coming back for more, even when I've been screwed. Dolls full of pins, pierce my heart straight through. I got issues in my head. I like you in my bed, but you keep me on red. Oh, everything is like a test. I better not text or I'll come off desperate.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, baby, you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed, thinking something out of my nightmares, standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing?
So if I play dead, will you regret everything that you did, that you said? I don't think you understand what you're doing, and my heart's black and blue from the bruising. I feel like when I'm with you I'm losing. I feel like you think that this amusing, sitting there gaslighting and confusing. Was it me? Is it me? Am I deluded? I'm the one who's always sorry, the conclusion. Even though I offer all of the solutions, I wish you loved me like I love you, it's stupid. When I'm alone with you I never feel lucid. I wish I wasn't struck by Cupid. I wish when I first saw you I knew this. When I'm with you I feel so useless. I feel diluted, my heart's been wounded. Silhouettes of you are like a taunt. Never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm. I can feel the sweat inside my palm. Play with me like cats and a string. You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't ever wanna give me wings. You don't ever wanna set me free.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, baby, you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed, thinking something out of my nightmares, standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me? Then will you get bored of killing me? And will you get bored of killing me? And will you get bored of killing me? And will you get bored of killing me?
Yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling them wrong. You got me like, oh yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, it's too late to try to go contain it. A generation fueled by creation. We live lives on a small screen nation. We control the airwaves, no negotiation. I refuse to think we need saving. Something good will come from creation. And when we think that the world is too anxious, we'll adapt, evolve, survive, and save it. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, oh yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything.
When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal.
And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. 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 Don't be scared. Just give it up, don't be scared. I'm so gone, no I'm never turning back. I won't stop, I'ma fight until there's nothing left. It's so on, you're gonna be hurting bad. Cause I've been to hell and back. You don't wanna make me mad, I stay strong, you will never see me crack. And if you get in my way, you're gonna feel the wrath. Gotta say it to my face while he's looking back. Mirror breaks after math, when I hate I attack.
When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal.
And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. 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 Don't be scared. Just give it up, don't be scared. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding. From the words I spit, so sharp, so freezing, so cold. Behold, frostbite they feeling. I could tear you apart or I could go heal them. Don't believe in fate, don't believe in ceilings. I just need a taste and my mind starts feeling. I don't pace myself, I grind on kneeling. Got lust for change, I just love the feeling. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough cause time. I'ma live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then and you know I'm gon' feed 'em. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If you wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed 'em. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon.
I can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. Sometimes I feel like all is lost, but I know it's not true. I wanna put up all my walls cause I'm not in the mood, but then I cut myself off from the rest of the room. I know that I can heal it all if you're patient and soon. It can all be worth it, all the searching. Pain is never really permanent, but damn it hurts, man. I could feel all of the turbulence and it's concerning. I've been searching for a purpose, I hope it's worth it. This society is really trying me. Ain't no hide and seek, I hide to be far from anxiety. I need my space, I need my privacy. I need some silence, please, you're all too loud. You don't speak quietly, opinions violently thrown across every surface. It makes me nervous, it's the world honestly burning. That's all I'm learning, hope that we can make a turn and start reversing. All our minds and put the work in, we got some work, man.
I started to grow, gotta get through. I started to grow, gotta get through.
I can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through. Gotta get through this, life is a nuisance, tie up some loose ends. I try to be human, find a solution, my evolution. A place like this, it didn't exist, we made it like this. So you can go pick the bad or the good, got a glass halfway. I know, it's easier to hide than just to lay low. Not everyone in life has got a halo. I'm standing in the red inside a payphone, just wanna break, no. I'm not gonna give in, take a last shot, Michael J. Win. No, I'm not a robot, I'm in my own skin. Never get lost when thoughts pull you in. I miss the old you, we died with a purpose. All the energy around me felt nervous, scared I would pop off fast to the surface. Had to cut it off before you made me worthless. Torn apart, I've been torn and scarred. I had a given art, but now I'm thinking smart. I'm keeping up my guard, I'm hiding every card. A royal flush of left, you never know what's hard. With a back to the mat, gonna see where I'm at. I'ma fight like I'm mad, I'm a piece of the that. They can never be me, nice try, but they'll see I achieve everything while they stay salty.
I started to grow, gotta get through. I started to grow, gotta get through.
I can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through. Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yo, Set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 So life ain't easy, yo, I think there's a reason, though. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing, though. You always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo. Negative thoughts are poison, they rot. Head full of flies, so here come the clouds. They'll never stop unless I can swap all the bad for the good in my head when I'm lost. Yeah, so I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive thoughts are overtaken, I got patience. One day at a time is how you operate a cadence. A flow, you grow, you show yourself a foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes temptation. I know that I like to do it cause it's sensation. I live my life in my head like a narration. Don't expect greatness, do my best, man, I'll take it. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up, really gon' rise to the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Hey man, how the hell you doing? I've been just fine, living life with the noose and in my mind, all I hear is music. Watching your mouth move, damn you look stupid. I feel like everyone's a stranger. Small talk with your narcissistic neighbor. She's real hot, but they said to never date her. Ha, I agree, but you did and I hate her. You wanna get away? You better get in line. Won't go another day of wasting any time. I've got a lot to say, can't hold it in this time. Got no filter, I got no filter. 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 Hey man, can I get a favor? Yeah, sure, hot, no, see you later. Sometimes I just wanna be a hater. Gotta wash down the top 40s with a chaser. Your voice starts feeling like a waiter. Scraping my mind against the cheese grater. Before you go, sir, you have to sign a waiver. That's alright, I'm aware of the danger. You wanna get away? You better get in line. Won't go another day of wasting any time. I've got a lot to say, can't hold it in this time. Got no filter, I got no filter. 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 Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. Better see with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why they say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past all the pain and you find a door. Open it up and finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before. And even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.
A pleasant morning po for all, circuit, teachers, group mates, classmates, supporters, and viewers. So we are going to start this presentation po with prayer po by Circuit. Circuit.
Lord God, thank you so much for giving us another day to study and prepare for a good life in the future. Thank you for giving us the chance to continue learning amidst the pandemic, which caused a lot of changes in our lives. Bless our parents who work hard to support us. Bless our teachers who are doing their best to inspire and guide us, especially in these trying times. Bless our country and the people who continue fighting to stop the pandemic. Lord, fill us with your wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Give us good memory so that we might understand and remember what we are going to study now. These we pray in the name of Jesus Christ, our Lord. Amen.
So thank you, Circuit. So a pleasant morning to everyone again. So a simple reminder lang po, if technical issues appear while we are in the middle of the presentation, we would appreciate your patience and understanding po. But for now, sit back, relax, and let us all listen attentively. So next slide po. So we are five members who are going to be with you as we learn the two lessons assigned to us. My name is Janice El Castillo, and I am with Miss Micaela Culia, Miss Justin K. Aceveda, Mr. Cyril Christopher Austria, and Mr. Justin Luis de los Reyes. So as one of the representative of Group 1, I would like to start the discussion. So our discussion is about text and information media. Next slide po. Informative text or media provide information about a topic or situation and can include newspaper articles, manuals, handbooks, textbooks, brochures and menus, or recipes. So the internet with website presents a wide range of examples of informative text which give the reader information about a particular subject. So informative writing which provides facts is often quite formal and will use the passive voices. So text is what we use when we are studying and even if we are trying to understand things in our surroundings, just like what we see now on the screen. Those are the texts that provide informations. So to give a deep understanding of text, here is Miss Micaela Culia. Next slide po.
Text is a simple and adaptable method for presenting information or expressing ideas, whether handwritten, printed, or projected on a screen. Text is very powerful as well as disseminating information and providing and giving suggestions. If the text is not properly stated, it is possible that you will not be able to send the right message and the right tone. Next slide po. A text can be formal, which goes through a rigorous editing or review procedure like news articles, newspaper, or magazines. Or it can also be an informal, which originates from an individual's personal opinion or point of view. Its examples are blogs, personal emails, SMS, or text messages. Next slide po. Text can be as short such as a single sentence or phrase, or they can be as lengthy as news articles or investigative reporting. Regardless of how brief or extensive, the content is always carefully crafted with the intention of communicating a very precise message to the target audience. In our exposure to text media and information, We can either be a consumer or a producer of content. As a consumer, these are next slide po. As a consumer, these are the questions that you need to ask with regards to the content to the content of text, media, and information. Who or what institution is sending this message? What techniques are used to attract and hold attention? What is the language used by the writer? What views are represented? Are they balanced? How might the message be interpreted in different ways? What is omitted, slurred, or added in the message? Next slide po. As a producer of text, media, and information, we need to review the media and information design framework, the target audience, the author or sender, the key content, purpose, form or style, and format. Next po.
So now that you already know what is text and where can we find text, I will explain a thing not related to it. So this can be seen as we use digital technologies, and we can often see this in Microsoft Word or when we are using Microsoft PowerPoint while we are editing text or presentations. Next slide po. So typeface is also called as font type or type. So it refers to the representation or style of a text in a digital format. A typeface is usually comprised of alphabets, numbers, punctuation marks, symbols, and other special characters. So when fonts are installed in the computer, they usually come in file formats such as the TrueType font or the .otf, .ttf, the OpenType font or the .otf, etc. So, next slide po. In the absence of image or drawings, text is the easiest way of communicating to your audience. So, use various font types can express different emotions or meaning. Next slide po. So, as I said a while ago, we can often see this when we are editing in Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, or in any app on our gadgets that includes text. There are fonts na mayroon ng design from simple hanggang engranding design. So, as we type letters, meron na itong default fonts. So, pwede siyang baguhin. And sometimes, those typefaces tell whether the whole information that you will read is, if it is a formal or an informal one. So, the types of typeface is serif, sans serif, slab serif, script, and decorative. So, let's look at it one by one. Next slide po. So when we say serif, connotes formality and readability in large amount of text. This font is usually used for the body text of books, newspapers, magazines, and research publication. Also, serif fonts give a classic or elegant look when used for title or heading. So examples niya is yung Times New Roman, Garamond, and Baskerville. So some other types ng serif is yung font na Georgia and Courier New. So if familiar yon, may mga teachers tayo na minsan nag-give sila ng instruction to use Times New Roman or kapag naman research paper siya, use ano na lang, Courier New na lang, ganyan. So, because the text or information written into it kapag ang gamit is yung serif is clear and readable. So, it also gives a formal and elegant look to the text that you type. So, serif is the typeface wherein the letters or the symbols is they have the small lines at the end of stroke. So according to the impactplus.com, yung mga small lines na yon sa baba is tinatawag din na fit or tinatawag siya na fit ng mga letters. Yun yung serif. Next slide po. So next naman is yung sans serif. Sans serif brings a clean and minimalist look to the text. This font is used for clear and direct meaning of text such as the road signage, the building directory, or nutrition facts in food packages. Also, sans serif fonts give a modern look and is used primarily in web page design. So examples niya is nasa screen, the Arial, Helvetica, Tahoma, Verdana, and Calibri. So this is the second type of typeface serif. Kung ang serif ay may small lines sa end ng strokes ng bawat letters, ang sans serif ay wala. So, ang sans in French, it means without. So, I simply understood it na walang fit yung mga letters. Sans serif means without serifs. So, examples nito is yung text na makikita natin sa nutrition facts. Bakit sa tingin nyo dun siya karaniwang makikita? Kasi, mas madali siyang mabasa yung sans serif. Mas madali siyang mabasa ng mga tao kahit na maliliit yung font sizes niya. So, mas clearer siya tingnan compared to other type serifs and mas simple siya. Next slide po. Next is the slab serif. it carries a solid or heavy look text. So this font can be used for large advertising sign on billboards. So this is the third type. So ang slab serif naman, siya yung text na nakakaagaw pansin kahit malayo ka kasi nga thick and solid yung typeface niya eh. So as stated, karaniwan siya makikita sa billboards, sa advertising signs, ganon. Next po. Next is yung script. So ang script draws much attention to itself because it's brush-like strokes. Tapos, this must be used sparingly, not to be used in large body text. This font is usually used in wedding invitation cards and other formal events. So, ito yung for type. Karaniwan siya makikita or ginagawa siya galing sa mga handwritten calligraphies. This typeface can be seen sa invitations, lalo dun sa part na i-state na dun sa invitation yung pangalan ng bride or groom, or kapag naman may birthday celebration, i-state na yung pangalan nung pinaka-birthday celebrant. So, may brands din na gumagamit ng script font to give an elegant look dun sa mga logo nila. Just like yung Coca-Cola, di ba may paarte yung pagsusulat ng Coca-Cola. And yung Ford na car brand. So, tapos, another famous logo is yung Barbie. Na dun sa Barbie, script font din yung ginamit nila doon, which is ang Dolly script font. Next slide po. Next is the decorative. So display or decorative caters to a wide variety of emotions such as celebration, fear, horror, etc. or the themes such as cowboys, circus, holidays, summers, ED, and etc. So examples niya is yung chiller, Joker Man, and curls MT. So this is the fifth and actually the last type of typeface serif. These are the typeface. They are decorated to give emotion to a certain text. So one example stated is the chiller. So kung napapansin nyo, its design is associated with horror and can be used for Halloween party invitations to emphasize the theme horror. Tapos, next slide po. Next is, now that you know that there are different types of typeface serif, let's move on with the design principles and elements that will guide you to design the text appropriately. Next slide po. So, emphasis, appropriateness, proximity, alignment, organization, repetition, and contrast. Here is Miss Justin K. Acevedo to explain this one by one.
Justin K. Acevedo. Emphasis. Emphasis refers to the importance or value given to a part of text-based content. When trying to make a point or highlighting a message, you can make the text bold, italicized, have a heavier weight, darkened or lightened, depending on your background color or enlarged. Next is appropriateness. Appropriateness refers to how fitting or suitable the text is used for a specific audience, purpose, or event. Creation of text-based content, make sure that the selection criteria, tone, style, purpose, and of the characteristics of angkopan nung ginamit nating text. Kung mapapansin nyo, may mga text that is used or can only be used in a specific type of event. Even yung paggamit natin ng font size or font style has also appropriateness. For example, yung cover ng horror story, ang kulay ng background niya is pink and yellow font, but you want to convey a horrific story. Do you think it will be effective? Maniniwala ba yung audience natin kung ang gagamitin nating kulay ay yung color pink and yellow? Instead of using yellow font and pink background, you may use red font and black background to make it more appropriate. Next slide po. Next slide po. Next is proximity. Proximity refers to how near or far are the text elements from each other. When two things are closely related, we bring them close together. Otherwise, we put text elements far from each other. For example, the main title and subtitle are usually placed close to each other. When we say proximity, it ensures that relevant design elements are grouped together. Ang mga bagay na walang kaugnayan sa isa't isa ay dapat nating paghiwalayin. Proximity shows that elements are linked or related to one another, forming a single visual unit that helps to organize a layout. Next slide po. Next is alignment. Alignment refers to how the text is positioned in the page. This can be left, right, center, or justified. Okay, alignment is a paragraph formatting attribute that controls the text a paragraph appears. For example, text in a left-aligned paragraph is aligned with the left margin, while the text in a justified paragraph is aligned with both margins. Next slide po. Next is organization. Organization refers to a conscious effort to organize the different text elements in a page. Organization ensures that while some text elements are separated from each other based on the principle of proximity, they are still somehow connected with the rest of the elements in the page. When there are many elements needed to fit in a page, start by creating a framework or a compartment for the elements. Divide the space by creating lines across the page, making it look like a cabinet with various space sizes. Once you are done compartmentalizing, you can place the different text elements on the boxes rather. When we say organization, dito po pumapasok yung kung paano mo ba ayusin yung elements na gusto mong maging content. It helps readers follow and understand the information presented. This text organization will help logically guide your readers through your text. Next slide po. Repetition. Repetition concerns consistency of elements and the unity of the entire design. Repetition encourages the use of repeating some typefaces within the page. When several typefaces are used on a page, it might distract the audience and fail to communicate what you want them to get from the content. To strike a balance, do not also use just a single typeface for a visual design product. When we say repetition, dito po pumapasok yung word na consistency. You must be consistent with your font use, font color, with the design elements kasi maaaring yung mga elements na ginamit mo ay hindi harmonious sa isa't isa. Kung gusto mo gumamit ng multiple font styles, you must be aware na dapat maximum of 3 font styles lang ang gagamitin mo para makita yung consistency ng element. Next slide po. Next is contrast. Contrast creates visual interest to text elements. Contrast is achieved when two elements are different from each other. When you place a white text on a very light yellow background, contrast is not achieved and the text will be difficult to read. But when you put a white text on a dark brown background, contrast is created. Contrast can be achieved in various ways by joining the following elements: large font with a small font, serif and sans serif, thin elements with thin elements, full color and warm color. When we say contrast, it refers to the arrangement ng magkasulungat na elements and effects. Ang example nito is light and dark colors, smooth and rough textures, large and small shapes, and many more. Kaya nagke-create ito ng visual interest and variety sa artworks. Next slide po.
So the first topic is done. Let us move on with the visual information and media. Next slide po. Visual media are sources of information in the form of visual representation. This can be abstractions, analogs, rough illustrations, or digital reproductions of objects. Visual message design is a symbol with meaning. So visual media and information materials, programs, applications, and like the teachers and students use to formulate new information to the learning through use, analysis, evaluation, and production of the visual images. So dito, information can be seen as visual media. So information will be understood not only by the use of text, but also in a form of visual presentation. One example of this is yung mga symbols or signs na we can understand based on the visual representation na nakikita natin. Next slide po. So, for further elaboration ng mga visual media, ito yon, the types of media, the photography, video, screenshots, infographics, data visualization, comic strips or cartoons, memes, and visual note-taking. So, iisa-isahin natin siya. Next slide po. So, photography, karaniwang ginagamit ng tao to express their emotions or to share what they saw or experienced. It can be taken by cameras and we can find this on social media. Pwede rin siya makita sa mga web pages kung saan pinopost kung sino-sino yung mga artwork nila dun sa mismong web page at dun nila pinapakita or sinashowcase nila doon. So, next slide po. Next is a video. Videos can be taken by cameras and can be edited. So its purpose is to document events and to provide new information to the viewers. So one example nun is the video records and pinopost siya sa YouTube, yung mga YouTube videos. Kumbaga, next slide po. Next is screenshots. This illustrate user experience by showing readers exactly what they saw, for example, on social media. So, kapag nag-scroll tayo sa Facebook, isang magandang post yung nakita natin, kunwari. Instead na i-copy-paste pa natin yung text, tapos kailangan pa natin i-download yung picture, screenshot na lang natin siya. Another type yun ng visual media. Next is infographics. From Vantage.com, infographics is a collection of imagery, data visualization like pie charts, bar graphs, and minimal text that gives an easy-to-understand overview of a text. Ito naman yung infographics na may step-by-step process. Yung iba may step-by-step process, yung iba sa isang page nandun na lahat ng informations. Next slide po. Next is the data visualization. This visual media that involves charts and graphs. So para mas madali siyang maintindihan ng viewers, kailangan ng parang visualization or data visualization. So may mga numbers kasi, for example, like the line graph, kapag may data visualization, it helps the viewers to know the patterns of numbers, kung tumataas ba or bumababa yung numbers, kunwari as time goes by. Next slide po. Comic strips or cartoons, it can be seen in newspaper or other web pages wherein people use cartoons to share their ideas and thoughts about a particular topic. So, for example, is yung mga comics na pinopost sa mga web pages. So, may mga team na binibigay, kunwari yung mga coach or yung mga teacher, and then different people yung nagpo-post about their thoughts and ideas na ina-express nila through comics or the cartoons. Next slide po. Next is yung memes. Yung pictures na may kasamang text. So, makikita ito sa Twitter, most especially sa Facebook. So, yung mga sinashared posts, ganyan, karaniwan yun mga memes. So, different ideas or contents na lumalaganap sa internet kung saan relate sila. Visual media yon na sinashare nila. Next slide po. Next is visual note-taking. Ito yung huli na ginagamit ito to capture or to record main ideas using text and drawings. So, advisable to kapag may mga long discussions, ganyan. Tapos, makaka-help siya sa mga users to recall information from the discussion with the help of very own drawings and yung mga sinulat po nila sa screen or sa, sa Coupon-Band, ganun. Next slide po. So, sa visual media, meron different file types. Here is Mr. Cyril Christopher Austria to elaborate the JPEG, the TIFF, the GIF, PNG, and the BMP.
So for our first types of visual media, we have JPEG. JPEG stands for Joint Photographic Experts Group, which created this standard for this type of image formatting. JPEG files are images that have been compressed to store a lot of information in a small size file. Most digital cameras store photos in JPEG format because then you can take more photos on one camera card than you can other with other formats. So my explanation to here is JPEG is a standardized lossy compression mechanism for digital images. Digital cameras compresses raw photographs as JPEG images to make the file smaller in size because it is the most common file format for our photo storage. So JPEG became popular because they save more storage space rather than using bitmap. Next slide, please. TIFF, known as Tag Image File Format. TIFF images created very large file sizes. TIFF images are uncompressed and thus contain a lot of detailed image data, which is why the files are so big. TIFF are also extremely flexible in terms of color because they can be grayscale or CMYK for print or RGB for web and content layers, image and tags. So, ang explanation ko dito is pwede ka makagamit ng mga other coloring like RGBs and content layers. So, ginagamit ito for photo editing and other etc. Next slide, please. GIF, known as Graphic Interchange Format. This format compresses images but as a different from JPEG. The compression is lossless. No detail is in the compression, but the file can't be made as small as JPEG. JPEG have extremely limited color range suitable for the web, but not for printing. This format is never used for photography because of the limited number of colors. GIFs can also be used as animations. So my explanation to here is GIF is an image format that's been invented in 1987. So it's been a long time since we used GIF since the very start of the 1980s. So in short, GIF is like a video that is loopless that doesn't require to be played. Next slide, please. PNG. PNG stands for Portable Network Graphics. It was created as an open format to replace GIF. Because the patent of GIF was owned by one company and nobody else wanted to pay the licensing fees. It also allows for a full range of color and better compression. It's used almost exclusively for web images, never for print images, for photographs, and PNG is not good as JPEG because it creates a larger file, but for images with some text or line arts, it's better because the images looks bitmappy. So explanation to the to the PNG is mas maganda yung kanyang image kaysa sa JPEG because kasi sa JPEG kasi parang pixelated siya ng kaunti. Hindi siya kagaya ng PNG na mas clear ang kanyang color and better compression when it comes to photographs and printed. Next slide, please. So we have our final visual media, BMP, short for bitmap. It can be produced as BUMP or BMP or simply a bitmap image. The BMP format is a commonly used raster graphic format for saving image files. It was introduced on Windows platform but now it is recognized by many programs on both Macs and PCs. So itong ginagamit natin BMP is actually also known on Windows and Microsoft kasi ito yung ginagamit ng mga Microsoft organizations sa mga kagaya ni Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, and others. So, next slide for the next reporter, please.
So, formally and informally produced visual media. So, visual media produced by formal organizations such as schools, government, and established media or publishing outfits are considered formally produced. Other visual media are considered informally produced. Pag formal, karaniwan siya or makikita siya sa mga visual aids, sa mga teachers or sa students na nagre-reports, infographics, and posters about a specific topic. So kapag informally produced visual media naman is, ang example niya is yung mga memes. Next slide po. Purpose of visual information. So ang primary purpose ng visual information is to gain attention, create meaning, and facilitate retention. Next slide po. Next slide po. So, visual information and media were explained. Now, here is Mr. Justin Luis de los Reyes to introduce the visual design elements to construct a visual image. Next slide po.
Line. Line describes a shape or outline. It can create texture and can be thick or thin. Lines may be actual, implied, vertical, horizontal, diagonal, or contour lines. Line describe a shape or outline. Maaari din siyang makabuo ng texture and can be thick or thin. Lines may be actual, implied, vertical, horizontal, diagonal, or contour line. Next pa. Shape. Usually a geometric area that stands out from the space next to or around it, or because of differences in value, color, or texture. Shape may also be organic. So, shape, karaniwang isang geometric na nag-i-stand out from the space next to or around it. There are two types of shapes, geometric and organic. The differences between these two is that geometric shapes are mathematical shapes while organic shapes are irregular and uneven shapes. Some example of organic shapes are leaves, flower, and the splattered ink. And examples of geometric shape are square, circle, and triangle. Next po. Value. The degree of light and dark in a design. It is the contrast between black and white and all the tones in between. Value can be used with color as well as black and white. Contrast is the extreme changes between values. So, ang value, ang degree ng liwanag at dilim sa isang disenyo. Ito ang kaibahan between black and white. Maaaring gamitin ang value sa kulay pati na rin sa black and white. Next pa. Texture. The way a surface feels or perceived to feel. Texture can be added to attract and repel interest to a visual element. Visual texture is the illusion of the surface's peaks and valleys, resulting in a feeling of smoothness or roughness in objects. So, maaring madagdag ang mga texture upang maakit o maitaboy ang interest sa isang visual na elemento. Ang texture ay ang illusion ng mga surfaces, peaks, and valleys na nagre-resulta sa feeling na smoothness or roughness ng mga bagay. Next po. Color. Determined by its hue, intensity, and value. Color and color combination can play a large role in a design. Color may be used for emphasis or may elicit options from viewers. Color may warm, cool, or neutral. It plays a major role in our visual perception as it influences our reactions about the world around us. It is therefore important to create color palettes that evoke the appropriate audience reactions. Color has three properties. Ang kombinasyon ng kulay at kulay ay maaaring magkaroon ng malaking role sa disenyo. Maaaring gamitin ang kulay para sa diin o maaring makakuha ng mga opsyon mula sa mga manonood. Color may be warm, cool, or neutral. Malaki ang papel nito sa ating visual na perception because it influences our action about the world around us. Therefore, mahalaga na lumikha ng color palettes that evoke the appropriate audience reaction. Color has three properties: hue, name of color, intensity, purity of the hue, and value, lightness and darkness of the hue. Next pa. Form. A figure having volume and thickness. An illusion of three-dimensional object can be implied with the use of light and shading. Form can be viewed from many angles. Isang figure na may dami at kapal. An illusion of three-dimensional object that can be implied with the use of light and shading. Ang form ay maaaring matignan mula sa maraming anggulo. Next.
So now that the elements are stated, you should also know the visual design principles. So ang elements at ang principles is lagi yung magkasama. So design principles and elements and principles of design are the building blocks used to create a work of art. The elements of design can be thought of as the things that make up a painting, drawing, and the design, etc. Good or bad, all paintings will contain most of it, not all, the seven elements of design. The principles of design can be thought of as what we do to the elements of design. So, how we apply the principles of design determines how successful we are in creating a work of art. Next slide po. So here are the visual design principles: the consistency, center of interest, balance, harmony, contrast, directional movement, rhythm, and perspective. Next slide.
First is consistency. Consistency is necessary, especially in slide presentations or documents that are more than one page. It is critical to make the connections between the elements clear and build a solid visual hierarchy. It's about icons, fonts, margins, image sizes, colors, and other vital stuff. Consistency helps the audience to understand more about the idea or the message. Next po. Next is center of interest. It is an area that first attracts attention in a composition. This area is more important when compared to the other objects or elements in a composition. This can be by the contrast of values, more colors, and placement in the format. Once the audience sees the visual content, they should be able to tell right away where the most significant section is, where they should focus their attention, or what the visual content's message is. Next po. Balance. Balance is a feeling of visual equality in shape, form, value, color, etc. It can be symmetrical or asymmetrical. Balance helps an image gain stability in the way it looks. It makes a picture seem pleasing to the eye. Balance is responsible for adding weight to the images on a screen. It doesn't have to be identical visual elements, but can be similar in number, color, shape, and scale. Balance in a composition can be achieved by the use of objects, values, colors, texture, shapes, forms, and so on. Next po.
Harmony brings together composition with similar units. If, for example, your composition was using wavy lines and organic shapes, you would stay with those types of lines and not put in just one geometric shape. So in my understanding, so if you're gonna bring some harmony, you're gonna use some wavy lines and organic shapes, but you will stay at those types of lines. So the harmony will not be broken, and you can't just stay in one geometric shape just you use in editing. Next slide, please. Contrasts offer some change in value, creating a visual discord in composition. Contrast shows the difference between shapes and can be used as a background to bring objects out forward in this design. It can also be used to create an area of emphasis. So in contrast, it's just editing the graphics of the shapes and the color, so you will actually notice some difference when you use it on editing pictures and something like video editing. Next slide, please. Directional movement, a visual flow through the composition. It can be the suggestion of a motion in a design as you move from the object to object. By the a place of and position, directional movement can be created with a value pattern. It is with the placement of dark and light areas that you can move your attention through the format. So in my understanding of the directional movement is that you can use the value of the pattern just like the other two I actually explained. You can adjust the dark and light so you can actually bring more attention to your format and more flow. Next slide for the next reporter, please.
Rhythm. Rhythm is a movement in which some elements recur regularly. Like a dance, it will have a flow of objects that will seem to be like a bit of music. Rhythm is a principle of design that suggests movements or action. Kaya nakalagay po dito, movement ng ibang elements. It is usually achieved through repetition of lines, shapes, and more. Basta lahat ng gumagalaw, nagke-create ito ng visual tempo sa mga artworks and nagpo-provide ng path sa mata ng audience or viewers. Next slide po. Next is perspective. Perspective created through the arrangement of objects in two-dimensional space to look like they appear in real life. Perspective is a learned meaning of the relationship between different objects seen in space. When we say, ayan, so perspective, in short, it is the tool that we use to indicate depth. Nakalagay nga dito, relationship between different objects seen in space. Perspective is how we arrange our other design elements or objects na nasa two-dimensional space na parang mukhang totoo o nag-a-appear siya in real life. Next slide po.
So now we are already at the end of our presentation. On behalf of our group, we would like to thank you guys for staying with us until this very moment. So two topics are discussed, the text and information media and visual information and media. So if you have questions, you are free to leave them in the comment sections. We sincerely hope that you learn something from us and apply it one of these days. Now na pandemic, kailangan natin tong matutunan at kailangan natin tong isabuhay. Let us continue to be media, information, and technology literate. Thank you and God bless.
Shout out kayo sa channel ni Sir at like, subscribe, and click the notification. So, para po dumami yung subscribers ni Sir and ma-verify po si Sir sa kanyang live stream. And I hope his channel will be I hope his channel will grow large and be a successful YouTuber. Shout out po kay Yeli Nash, Tristan Dialaw. So, shout out din kay Athena, Jana M. Inawasan. Shout out din kay Chris Jehan Agarin. Shout out din kay Justice Cetic Garachico. So, shout out kay Paul Bisa. Shout out din kay James kasi nanood din siya. Shout out kay Claribella Matira. I don't know who is this. Clarence Matila. So, shout out din. Shout out din kay Malapitan na Ryan D. Shout out din. And that's about it. Shout out din kay Eric Cantos. Shout out kay Raymar Mojica. And that's about it. Shout out kay Shane La Vega. And shout out kay Eugene. Shout out kay Arisa. Kasi hindi ko nakita yung iyong ano, yung iyong message do sa screen. Shout out kay Yeli Nash. Shout out kay Markman. Shoutout sa aming mga kagrupo kasi sinuporta po kami. Thank you sa mga views and likes. Shout out kay Julius. Shout out kay Justin. Shout out sa lahat ng mga nanonood din right now. Shout out din kay sir. Shout out din sa mga kagrupo po namin kasi sila ay may ambag din. So we're gonna go for a closing prayer now. Thank you very much.
Please bow your heads and let us pray. Dear God, we thank you for this wonderful day, sharing your love with our teacher and classmates. Thank you for the strength and excellence you gave us to learn and understand our lessons. Thank you to our teachers, parents, and classmates who shared to us the joy of learning. Amen.
Shout out sa mga kagrupo namin yung walang ambag. So shout out din kasi nagsuporta din sila papanood. Thank you sa mga nanood today and I hope you are entertained. So please please watch the video and like and subscribe to our video that sir actually posted and peace out.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding from the words I spit. So sharp, so freezing, so cold, behold, frostbite they feeling. I could tear you apart or I could go heal them. Don't believe in fate, don't believe in ceilings. I just need a taste and my mind starts feeling. I don't pace myself, I grind on kneeling. Got lust for change, I just love the feeling. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. Cause I'ma live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon.